Ever get sucked into a spy thriller and, find yourself wondering how authors make those high-stakes plots, those life-or-death situations, feel so real? Like how they blend in things like ancient languages or, top-secret codes to craft a story that feels both kind of familiar and completely out there.
Right, right. It's a tricky balance.
Yeah. Well, today we're cracking open the Kano Cipher by Faith Ijiga, diving deep into the first few chapters to see just how it's done.
I'm excited for this one.
This thriller uses cryptography, ancient languages, cultural context, the whole shebang to really pull you in.
It's a wild ride.
You'll finish this deep dive with a newfound appreciation for the world of spies, maybe even some inspiration for your own thriller. Who knows?
Sounds like a plan.
Right from the jump, we meet writer Raven Jackson, ex-Army Ranger, now a top CIA operative. This guy's the real deal.
And you get that immediately.
Oh, yeah, he's got that quiet intensity, the kind of guy who could, dismantle a bomb with one hand tied behind his back.
And that's exactly what you need in this genre, right? It's not just about physical strength. It's that mental sharpness, always being one step ahead, especially when information is the most powerful weapon. Raven's got that in spades.
Absolutely, and the story wastes no time throwing him right into the fire.
Yeah.
But there's this weight to him, a sense of responsibility. Like every life is on his shoulders, It's not just following orders, it's personal.
You can feel that pressure from the very beginning.
And speaking of pressure, let's talk about this Kano Cipher. This isn't your everyday code hidden in plain sight. We're talking about a code woven into ancient Hausa texts.
Talk about a needle in a haystack.
Right. Imagine trying to find, a specific grain of sand on a beach.
And that's what makes it so brilliant. The use of ancient languages immediately adds this air of mystery, that fascination with the unknown, deciphering secrets hidden for centuries. It's like a puzzle box just begging to be unlocked, but the stakes are astronomically high.
It's like the Rosetta Stone, but instead of unlocking ancient history, it could prevent a global catastrophe.
Exactly. And just when you think you're starting to understand the players in this game, we meet the antagonist, Sphinx. And this isn't just some random bad guy. This is personal. Sphinx is a ghost from Raven's past, a former CIA operative gone rogue.
Talk about a punch to the gut.
It's a classic move in spy thrillers, but it's so effective, right? That betrayal from someone you trusted, the idea that you can't even trust your own people, it taps into a very real fear, especially in a world like espionage.
And here's where Ijiga really draws you in. The story unfolds in Kano, Nigeria. But it's not just some, backdrop. She drops us right into the heart of it.
Absolutely.
The sights, the sounds, you can practically smell the spices in the market. You really feel the city come alive.
And that's so important, right? Because it grounds the story. Even with all the high-stakes espionage, the ancient codes, it's that sense of place that makes it feel real.
Totally. There's this one scene, I think it's chapter 2, where Raven is being followed, right? He's weaving through this crowded marketplace trying to shake this tail, and you're, right there with him. The heat, the noise, the press of the crowd, it just builds this incredible tension.
Ijiga masterfully uses those sensory details to ratchet up the suspense, keeping you guessing what's going to happen next. It's like every corner Raven turns could lead to a dead end, a confrontation you just don't know.
And just when you think you're starting to get a handle on things, bam, another twist. Like when Raven discovers that ancient artifact hidden beneath the city walls, and it's not just some, random object, it completely changes the entire playing field.
That's what I love about Ijiga's writing. The twists never feel forced. They always contribute to the larger mystery, making you question everything you thought you knew. She keeps you guessing right up until the very end.
It'd be easy to get lost in all the action, the codes, the chases, but Ijiga, she doesn't let us off that easy. There's this, undercurrent of something heavier going on.
Right. It's not all just fun and games.
You start to see the weight of what Raven does, the sacrifices that come with this life.
And the toll it takes, for sure. The Kano Cipher goes beyond just thrills. It makes you think about the real world, about government secrets, about doing the wrong thing for what you think is the right reason.
Oh, absolutely. And it's messy, right? Where do you draw the line? Especially when you think about Sphinx, about how someone can end up on that side, betraying everything they once believed in. Yeah. It adds a whole other level to the story.
Totally. And talk about a cliffhanger ending. Just when you think Raven might be getting close, Ijiga pulls the rug out from under us.
Man, I was on the edge of my seat.
It makes you question everything, right? You have to go back and rethink everything you thought you knew.
It's like she throws a grenade in right at the last second. So where does that leave us? We've got Raven struggling with duty, betrayal, this whole weight on his shoulders. We've got Sphinx shrouded in mystery, and this ancient code that could save the world or destroy it. It makes you wonder, right? In a world obsessed with technology, maybe the real secrets are hidden in the past, in forgotten languages, in cultures we don't understand.
It's a powerful thought, right? Like, sometimes the most important things are hidden in plain sight, and that's something to think about long after you finish this book.